bottle rocket. Oh, baby, bottle rocket. I don't wanna stop. I see you, girl, on the top. Because there's no safety net to any of it really, so I can kind of just do things and then go like, oh, was that stupid? It doesn't matter if it was. Yeah. If it was, chances are people won't let me know because I feel like most people are very polite nowadays. Don't get me wrong, when people are really kind and people are clapping and stuff like that, I like that, but that's not the part that excites me the most. The part that excites me the most is kind of just doing the thing and kind of being like, there are people here, you know. It's weird. I don't know if that sounds haughty to write like that, and I think the way that I like to write with being, it's a part of kind of, and that kind of goes into it too, of being like, and maybe it is a little bit of a crutch too, now that I think about it, because it is the type of thing where it's like, if I'm going to talk about something that hurts, if I'm going to talk about something that like really is bugging me and like really hurts to talk about, or did hurt to talk about, depending on like, you know, what the problem is, if it's something I'm still dealing with or something I did deal with, you know, if I'm going to talk about it, if I'm doing this thing that's very kind of tedious and not very hooky, and it's hard for me to get inspired. It's hard for me to kind of sit and kind of be very gentle with things. Sometimes it happens. I've written things that are very gentle and very kind of serious. And I do like writing it. It's just harder for me to do. Whereas if I'm writing a song, like, I don't know, like that song, O Come King Laughter, that's a song where, or Taboo. Taboo is an even better example. That was a song where, and maybe I'm speaking a little ABC, you know, on this front. Maybe in this aspect right here, I'm speaking. These are words that are being put into my mouth by GARCIA. I don't know, whatever. It's hard for me to feel like I connect with people sometimes, even as people who I know really well, who I love, etc. It can be tricky, you know, just because at the end of the day, you never know what's going on in people's heads at all, and that can be a source of anxiety, you know, because you look and you're like, okay, well, you know, I love this person, I appreciate this person, but like, you know, at the same time, like, it feels like I mean, in like one of the big things about that song, it's just like, even just being like, what, it seems like everyone around kind of knows how to function the right way, even though technically, from like a, you know, you hear the whole thing where it's like, nobody really knows what they're doing, everyone just says they know what they're doing, and that's the big trick, and that's all well and good. But on a subconscious level, I feel, and maybe this is all me. Maybe this is a me problem, but it does feel like it is a problem with a lot of people. It can be hard to hear that and go, oh, so boom, my problems are solved. Yeah. I can just be comforted in the knowledge that nobody knows what's going on. No, it's like, you can still know that logically, and then it just not like seep into your subconscious. And that's the tricky thing about a lot of like lessons in life. It's hard, you know, once you can know something for sure, and then the moment it like gets to your heart from out of your brain is when it actually starts making effects on your life. All right, this song's called O Come King Laughter. Muscle difference between a smile and a grimace. Does your
everyone he's ever met.
That's the problem, is I'm going to want to shout out everybody. And I'm going to feel really bad about the people I didn't shout out, because I did that once. Okay, shout out to all of my friends, all of my family, all of the bands, or this scene. See, this is the way you do it. The fact that this scene exists has been such a, I don't know, a godsend. It's really, really cool, and it's a shame, because I feel like, I don't know if that's too spicy. What I will say, without getting too crazy, is I feel like we have a lot of people here who really love the scene and who do such a great job at preserving it. And I feel like it's a shame that you don't see more support, especially for the underground aspects of the scene, from Provo at large. I feel like it is a type of thing. Is that messed up of me to say? Okay, Godspeed Provo. The fact that the Velour is here is, great, but it feels like Provo's the only, Velour's the only sanctioned one, and Corey has to work really hard to make sure it stays sanctioned. God bless. I love Corey Fox, and and so whenever there's another venue around, it's almost like they have to play nice in order to not get on the radar of people, and it's a shame, because I don't know. I went to the reason I'm saying all of this is because I went to Athens, Georgia, for Will Cullen Hart's memorial, and it's crazy because that town's entire thing is that they love their music scene so much. They love their music scene. They have erected all of these little plaques all down the street of just all of their local bands that really got famous. They got super famous. And on top of that, they have concerts all the time. They have loads of venues. Their venues have become famous by how good they are and how cool, just because there's been so much support for them. And so it really, seeing that, for me, kind of put a thing in my brain where I was like, wow, Provo has this absolutely amazing, incredible scene. And maybe there's stuff I don't know. I'm not trying to be a thorn in Provo's side, but it does bum me out, because it does feel like every single time a thing is started, everyone's kind of on edge, worried that it's going to get closed down, and it sucks, because I get it it comes with Under the Bridge and stuff, where there's a more, but I don't know if they've done it to the places where there's no need, Thrift RX, Monarch House, and it makes me very sad, because we have an amazing scene, and I feel like this scene is constantly turning out bangers and turning out just cool people and great things, and it's a shame that it doesn't get more support. So I guess that's one big thing, is just the scene at large. It's really cool, and it's really helped me, I don't know, feel like a person who belongs as much as I can. Guy in a poncho and clown makeup, Hey, what are you gonna do?